My name is Ivy Feast. I went from college student with no future to someone in this strange world. A fresh workhorse waiting to be slaughtered. For this office outfit I'm wearing, I almost spent the last of the money I had. Have to spend money to make money. Multinational company this big has to offer full benefits, right? Maybe the food's pretty good too. Survive. First, survive. All right. This place looks seriously classy. Soon I'll be slacking off in a place this nice.
When we meet the president later, talk less and just follow orders. President.
Who did Assistant Joe bring?
I heard she's the president's new assistant.
President, this is the new assistant, Yancy.
Hello, President.
Got it. Banquet she. Banquet? You mean the kind you eat at? Is HR just a bunch of foodies now?
Who was talking just now? Am I so nervous I'm hearing things?
Come on, I'll help you get checked in.
So I actually passed this young lady's test just like that.
Why does this girl look kind of slow? Maybe she's not that slow after all.
I feel like I can hear what that iceberg CEO is thinking.
This is your workstation. Get familiar with the place today. Read the employee handbook and the handover notes from your last job.
Feast joy. Feast.
You mean the kind of feast you can eat? What's with this girl? She looks kind of slow.
This is a targeted mind-reading skill made just for the boss. The aura in there could freeze Antarctic penguin to death. He looks like a precision machine on the outside, but his inner thoughts are surprisingly busy. He talks like he's on power-saving mode, and he's kind of savage too.
The new girl?
Hi, I'm Yancy.
I'm Zoe Zhang, also with the executive office. I handle some paperwork and coordination. You met the president, right? He scared you, didn't he?
A little nervous.
It's fine, you'll get used to it. That's how the president is. He doesn't say and expects, but as long as your work doesn't go wrong, he usually won't say anything. His presence is terrifying. I've been here half a year, and every time I enter his office, my legs still go weak.
The president's appearance alone
Is scary enough.
If I could also hear all those thoughts in his head, how could I keep working here? Things will get even tougher from here on. The district committee instructed us to hold on. Perseverance is victory.
slacking off on your first day at work,
Sorry.
no phones during work hours, and stay away from the president.
Send. The meeting notes assistant show asked me to sort out are finally done.
You're so slow. Just a simple set of notes, and it took you this long. Show Mosai for hiring. Really needs work.
Seriously, who gets this? Getting talked about by the boss on my first day. Working under a boss who spies on progress and judges us silently on the same office floor is way too much pressure. How are we supposed to live like this from now on? I'm starving. So you do know what hunger feels. Look at the time. We've worked overtime till now. Even workhorses need to eat.
That clueless employee, why hasn't he left yet?
I don't want to stay either, boss. I'm done for. He won't fire me for being dumb and leave me out on the street, right? Since I can hear the president's thoughts, I can use this buff to my advantage. Avoid the boss's trigger points and play to his preferences. That's my secret to a promotion, a raise, and keeping my job. Manager Lee.
Well, the young lady finally decided to show up for work. What do you mean, what? Look at the time. You're only showing up now?
Because of the boss's inner voice, I didn't sleep a wink last night.
I'm telling you. If it happens again, pack your things and get out.
There won't be a next time, Manager Lee. I'm done for. If the boss finds out I was late, he'll probably roast me with his inner voice again. Whatever, let him roast me. As long as I don't get fired.
Yancy, the CEO wants you to revise a document. Be careful.
Did I mess something up again? Boss, please don't fire me.
Director 1.
What the hell is this? Do you think I'm an idiot? Full of mistakes. Take it back and redo it.
Yes.
Come in. Is that all you got? HR should cut them in the year-end review.
You wanted to see me, President? Boss, could you maybe stop being so dramatic in your head? You scared me to death. Every day I'm worried you'll fire me.
There are a few small formatting mistakes.
So there was still a mistake.
The fluctuation you marked in item 3 falls within normal market adjustment. It doesn't need special marking.
I just joined the company, so of course I'm not fully up to speed yet.
Your fundamentals are pretty solid. You're just lacking experience. Your judgment still needs work.
Not too bad, not too bad. You scared me to death.
You'll do for now. You can't expect a new hire to be good at everything right away. It's not like I trained you myself.
All right. Narcissism is what really makes a tycoon.
I've read the file. Check this data report, verify the third quarter revenue figures, and mark any unusual swings. I want it by 11.
Yes, Mr. President.
The coffee's gone cold.
Today's beans. are a bit too acidic.
The Starbucks downstairs must have changed baristas. The standards are slipping. Administration really needs a new supplier.
Why Starbucks? I'm not letting foreigners rip me off. This local stuff I got is just fine. Now that's good. Over here, it's the brutal reality of office life. And the boss's inner thoughts? That's his private rant channel.
Yancy, head to the cafeteria together?
Yeah, let's go. I really need to get out of the signal zone that's picking up the boss's thoughts and catch my breath.
The braised pork in cafeteria A is too salty and greasy. The salad in cafeteria B has stale vegetables, and the drinks in cafeteria C are way too sugary.
The boss cafeteria is so bad. Haven't you thought of making it better? Our boss is basically a walking iceberg in a human comment cannon.
What is it?
Nothing. Let's go.
Yancy, buy the boss a coffee. Double espresso, no sugar, no milk.
Okay.
Today's beans too acidic. Starbucks downstairs got a new barista. The quality's dropped.
Step 1 to staying afloat. Follow what the boss really wants. Make a cup of coffee the boss will actually like.
Come in.
Wonder if this coffee, adjusted to the boss's taste, will be to the boss's liking.
The acidity in this cup is actually just right today. Goes down way smoother.
Looks like I nailed it.
That little fool actually figured out my taste.
You're the fool. If I switched the beans, you wouldn't even notice. And you call yourself Starbucks? Why act like some hotshot CEO? I've seen right through you with my mind-reading trick. Still, this feeding strategy seems to work.
Nicely done. But this outfit, that pink shirt, is childish. It doesn't make you look like a professional assistant. It lacks professionalism. Childish.
Not professional enough. What was she thinking? What does that color have to do with being professional?
And that skirt length. That length's the worst. It makes your legs look short.
Your taste is seriously questionable. That's a personal attack. You're the one making it personal. Do you really think you get to police what I wear? If you take their money, you take their rules.
So stiff. Like you snuck into an elder's clothes. You're way too young to dress that old.
No taste at all. Morning, boss.
The fabric looks cheap. It's all wrinkled. It hurts the whole office image.
Are you walking a red carpet? Why so picky? Is your mind reading not working? The boss's thoughts haven't spoken up all morning.
Yancy, turn this project review brief into a summary. Highlight the key numbers and the risk points. The president needs it this afternoon. Finish it and get it over there fast.
Okay, got it. Key numbers, risk points. They're all technical terms. This is way too much for a rookie like me. The president always seems like he wants to fire me. Key numbers.
Budget report for next quarter. Can't keep going up like this by 50%. It's over budget? Come in.
Your file, boss. I wonder how the boss will judge my report.
Low efficiency, and the key points are unclear. The risk summary is superficial. The analysis is missing links between core data. Is this the level of a top school graduate? Looks like your resume was seriously padded.
What, you dare question my resume? That's barely hurtful. But seriously insulting. I'd love to slap my top-tier diploma right in your face. President. How about I?
No need. Waste of time. Go make the changes.
I want in 10 minutes. Yes, President.
Let's go. Holding things up.
For work this hard, messing it up the first time. Isn't that pretty normal? Didn't every grandpa start out as a grandson? Looks like if I want to be the grandpa, I'd better hurry up and sharpen my skills.
Yancy, I'm heading out first. Everyone, the company plans a team outing this weekend, with karaoke and a barbecue.
Barbecue. Good food. I can finally get out from the president's gaze and mind reading. And have a big meal.
Pointless group activity. Karaoke. Noise pollution. Barbecue, smoke that causes cancer. Waste of time.
Looks like this team building event, I won't get a moment's peace either. Can I skip it and just get cash instead?
No one is allowed to take leave.
Heaven really wants me dead. If I can't cash out, I'd better eat my money's worth.
You eat so crudely.
Do I need table manners just to eat barbecue, boss?
Boss, want a grilled sausage?
It's overcooked.
What about the pork belly?
Too much oil. The seasoning is out of balance. That skewer of mushrooms over there seems cooked just right. This one.
Boss, a coworker grilled this. Give it a try.
How did she know? I want this one.
Too greasy. Not eating it.
It's good, not greasy. What kind of person is he? Could that ice-cold CEO secretly have a sweet tooth? New survival plan, win the CEO over with the sweets he likes. Here, try this.
The cheesecake is too rich. Fruit tart crust isn't crisp enough. The macarons are way too sweet. This one looks pretty good.
Boss, this flavor is really good. Give it a try.
This mousse cake looks pretty good.
Put it down, put it down. You know the president's been cutting sugar lately. He can't eat.
Sorry, President.
I've been cutting sugar lately. I don't need it.
Yancy, come here, come here. The president's not eating this, and only one's left. You have it.
Thanks, Assistant Joe.
Such a suck up. Just you wait.
Sir, maybe you should eat it instead.
The president's cutting sugar lately. You should have it instead.
A mix of sugar and fat. I have to resist.
Fake it. Keep faking it. You obviously want it so bad. Still talking tough. What an act. It's a waste you don't star in those short CEO dramas. Assistant Joe, the last piece. I really am gonna eat it. I mean it, I'm eating.
Mine. That's my mousse cake. Assistant Joe, I'm docking your pay.
Now you've landed in my hands. That's for calling me stupid bird. And for making fun of my outfit. Bad for Assistant Joe. Getting your pay docked. So good. A little bitter, a little sweet, and so smooth.
That's mine. Show mo, that's mine.
I didn't expect that. This boss, ruthless at them all. The cold and icy President Archer actually got this worked up over a tiny slice of cake. What a man who says one thing and means another.
Wesley, I'm docking 3 months of your pay. I'm cutting your performance bonus. I'm taking your year-end bonus too.
Why did it suddenly get so cold?
Because you entered the wrong numbers when you wrote the quarterly report. How did our project department's key performance metrics for the third quarter get cut in half out of nowhere?
I entered everything based on the original data from the project team.
The original data we uploaded was obviously correct. It's all there in black and white, plus the email records. Did you make a careless mistake and enter the wrong numbers?
Do you realize that?
If the president finds out, how serious the damage to our project will be?
I didn't. I checked over and over. The numbers I saw were exactly these.
So you're saying we falsely accused you? That we changed the data afterward?
Use.
Sharon Shaw.
Chief Executive, our department found that when compiling the quarterly data into the summary report, there was a major error. It understated our performance. It was a serious oversight by Assistant Yvette during data entry.
Yvette Yen entered and submitted the report. The project department insists original data is correct. I'll arrange for a team to investigate at once.
It obviously wasn't my fault. But no one believes me. Am I going to get fired?
Those people in the project department can't even clean up their mess. You just love dumping the blame on the new guy. That idiot never thought to question the project team?
Manager Lee. Did your project team mess something up and fail to clean it up? So now you're in the habit of pinning it on the new guy? You haven't even checked your email yet. How are you so sure I'm the one who messed up the data?
This employee. It's like he knows what I'm thinking.
Assistant Yin. Hello? I really want to hear what's on your mind.
Your thoughts. What thoughts? Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
I must be overthinking it. It's not like mind reading exists in this world.
That scared me to death. I almost let the boss find out I can hear his thoughts.
Such a cheap trick. They must have messed up when they submitted the data themselves. Scared of taking the blame, and once they found out, all they to quickly find a scapegoat and bury the whole thing. Manager Lee. Are you picking on the new guy because he's inexperienced and slow to react?
That's right. No way I made such a basic mistake. Something went wrong in the process.
You really won't give it up, will you? The evidence is right there, and you still won't admit it?
Send me the original data email and the screenshot of the final report error.
Yes, President, right away.
When I'm receiving files and processing data, sometimes get emails from several departments at once. I download and handle the attachments one by one. As for the email from your project department, I remember now. When I received the project department's data email, I also got 2 emails with the same name. I saw that one of them was marked first draft. So I figured first draft meant it wasn't finished. That's why I opened the one without any note.
That's impossible. We only sent the final version. There was only one attachment.
2 attachments. Now that's interesting.
Assistant Joe, could you check my work email? I'm absolutely sure I got 2 emails from the project team with the same subject. The attachment names were almost identical. There has to be a record. This is my only chance to turn things around.
Hopefully. What if we can't find it? This mess is yours to take, you fool.
That's how brutal the workplace is. Found it. Found it. Yenchi received 1 email from the project department, and it included 2 Excel attachments. The 2 files were almost the same size, and their edit times were only 10 minutes apart. Manager Lee, looks like your team sent both the unfinished first draft and the final version together by mistake. The real final version was actually the file marked first draft.
What? How is that possible? We clearly.
Idiot. You can't even send an email without screwing it up, and you still have the nerve to come here blaming others. Your project department's internal management is a complete mess.
Exactly.
Manager Lee. Explain yourself.
I think Xiao Wang was the one who uploaded the attachment. He said the system froze for a moment, so he added the attachment one more time.
The system froze? Blame the computer. A poor worker blames the tools. How could you make such a basic mistake? Your career is finished.
The boss really is the boss.
So your team made the mistake, sent the wrong data, and instead of checking it internally first after you found out, you tried to dodge responsibility and blame the new colleague.
Sorry, President. A serious mistake. We'll fix it right away. We'll make sure everyone involved is dealt with seriously. Assistant Yen. Sorry, I misunderstood you.
If the CEO hadn't seen through it, this would have landed on me.
The project department's messy process almost caused major errors in the reported data. Fix it by the deadline. All staff involved will have this month's performance pay docked. You failed to manage properly. Year in review is downgraded.
President, Yes, President.
They got off easy. A team like this, sooner or later, you'll just hold us back. Time to bring in some fresh blood. At least you're a little sharp. You catch the details and push back. But you need to react faster. Don't just stand there like a sitting duck.
A sitting duck? I'm fast. I move before anyone sees it coming.
From now on, when you handle data, add one more verification step with the other department after confirming the final version. Don't make the same mistake twice.
Yes, I'll remember that. Thank you, President. Even though hearing the president's thoughts always drives me crazy when it really counts.
It saved my life. If it weren't for
that warning, I probably would have had no way to defend myself just now. I'd have ended up taking the blame. All in all, if I use it well, this is basically my survival guide for the workplace.
the secret to getting promoted and getting a raise. This president
Is really picky. Nothing too sweet.
nothing too rich either. And anything flashy gets roasted by him.
Last time, the president liked the dark chocolate mousse, slightly bitter, slightly sweet, and silky smooth. This one looks good. Wow, it's so expensive.
Forget it.
They gave us a peach.
Then I'll return the favor. That's the only way to show off this lady's virtue. What if he suddenly turns cold?
What if he thinks I have some hidden agenda? What if he's judging me even harder in his head? Forget it. I'd better not give it to him.
President. Thanks for earlier. About the data. This is a cake from the new dessert shop downstairs. I heard it's really good, so I brought you one too.
Dessert as a thank you? That's a calorie bomb. Hope it's not too much sugar.
Didn't you really want this last time? Why don't you like it now?
You're so moody.
Black chocolate mousse, though. I think this place uses Belgian dark chocolate. At least they do care about the ingredients. No need next time. Thank you. The chocolate is really pure. The cream is light, and the sweet-bitter balance is just right.
The CEO finally approves of me. This is a historic breakthrough, a real milestone on my road to riding his coattails. Yes, first step cleared.
Boss. Thanks for earlier. About the data. This is cake from the new dessert shop downstairs. I heard it's really good. I brought you one too.
But in this cutthroat workplace, she still knows how to repay kindness, a sweet and kind-hearted girl.
So feeding the tyrant CEO can feel this rewarding and comforting. The boss's inner voice sounds a lot calmer than it did a few days ago. Sure enough, if you want to win a man's heart, you start with his stomach. Even if that man is an iceberg.
EDSA headquarters wants every branch to submit an innovation proposal for the second half of the year. We need to turn in a draft too. Market data and supporting materials are here. Look first, then try drafting the core idea and outline. I need it in 3 days.
Executive assistant Joe, but the ideas I come up with are either too old school or too way out there and totally unrealistic.
Go ask him. That is not my department. Good luck.
If only I could hear what the boss is really thinking right now.
Innovation is not about wild ideas. It has to be built on precise data analysis and real user insight. In today's market, generic promotion is just a waste of resources.
Based on what the president is thinking, I wrote a proposal. Will this final plan, the one that is bound to land on the boss's desk, survive that sharp-tongued big shot scrutiny?
What if what I wrote is actually childish? The idea is old school. The data analysis isn't deep enough, whatever.
Guess I'll just wait for the boss's verdict.
I wonder if the president has seen my proposal.
The idea is barely workable. The details are a complete mess. A typical rookie mistake.
The idea is barely workable. That already seems like a kind of approval.
I can definitely revise it into a perfect plan. He nodded. I actually finished a proposal on my own that got the Iceberg CEO to approve it. Even if it's just a first draft, it means a lot.
The revisions are decent enough. Looks like she's not a total lost cause after all. With a little guidance, she can still catch on.
See? I knew the CEO wouldn't hand out praise that easily.
But in the end, it's still thanks to my great leadership. As expected, what really matters is a manager's vision and guidance.
Thank you. Self-obsessed, but right on time.
The plan is basically workable. Go with this direction, then coordinate with marketing to refine the execution.
Really? Thank you, President.
Keep it up.
MM.
A newcomer who just got here. Why does she keep catching the president's and Secretary Zhou's attention? She can even smooth over a data scandal like last time without breaking a sweat.
Yinchi, what's going on with this data summary? The growth rate in the annual report on page 3 is completely different from the one you sent me yesterday.
It was 15.7. How'd it turn into 17?
I checked it repeatedly before printing.
Did anyone touch this file?
No. I brought it to your office after printing, and when you weren't there, I left it on your desk.
How could there be a problem with the file?
I checked it so many times. Enough, the board needs this material right away. Print a brand new version now, or the consequences will be disastrous.
New hires always mess up when things get hectic. Be more careful next time. Messing up key data like this is a serious problem.
The data? I checked it over so many times. There is no way it's wrong. Who is setting me up? What do I do? What do I do? President, please save me.
Isn't this the part where the CEO in those mini dramas shows up and saves the day?
What happened now?
President, your brand new assistant printed the board's data wrong.
Chief, think. Give me anything on this, any clue at all.
You even got the data wrong. That's unbelievably stupid. Good thing Lily reminded us to check the printout in time.
So it really was Lily setting me up. But no cameras are near the printer. How can I prove I'm innocent?
Her tricks are cheap. She framed me and didn't even bother to cover her tracks. She thought a blind spot meant she was safe. But are you dumb too? The printer's history log isn't just for show. Oh, now I get it. You're not completely hopeless after all.
Assistant Joe, I found it. After dropped off the files for you, someone used my computer and account to print them.
H. How can you prove it wasn't you who printed them a second time?
According to the company surveillance, after Yenchi finished printing the documents yesterday, Lily kept showing up around Yenchi's desk at that exact time. She was by the printer, and even inside my office.
Idiot, you brought this on yourself.
Lily, come to my office right now and explain yourself.
Good thing I can hear the president's thoughts. Otherwise, I'd take the blame.
I need to figure something out. Hold on to the CEO, my golden ticket to dodge all the risks. I spent a week collecting what was on the CEO's mind. I finally figured out when I'd run into the CEO and bought a breakfast he might like to get on his good side.
One minute. Chief Executive. The convenience store downstairs had a buy one get one deal, so I ended up with an extra one. It'd be a waste not to eat it. Take it.
Buy one get one promotions.
Women never say what they really mean.
Chief Executive, weren't you cutting back on sugar lately?
Then this breakfast.
The CEO accepted my breakfast this morning. I wonder if it suits his taste.
The bread is soft and full of that wheaty aroma. The eggs are cooked just right, tender without any smell. The crab sticks are pretty good quality, not stuffed with starch. The sauce is light, just as expected, better than the one Joe Inkstone bought.
Sorry, Assistant Joe, you got dragged into this by accident. What spin? It's nothing, it's nothing. Mr. President, this time it wasn't a gift.
She brings breakfast every day and tries so hard. Because she wants to win me over.
Mr. President, I already like someone.
You really do know what I'm thinking.
Mr. President.
I didn't see anything, didn't see anything, didn't see anything, didn't see anything.
Joe almost saw that awkward moment just now. What am I supposed to do now? Luckily, he got me out of that. The president doesn't still think I can hear his thoughts, does he?
How come everything he buys is exactly what I like? He's really gone all out, watching what I like and trying so hard to impress me. He's already used the buy one get one excuse 3 times. Could it really be because he has a crush on me? No wonder he's sneaking looks at me. That look in his eyes. Like he wants to say something, but holds it back.
I just didn't expect you to think I had a crush on you. The banquet assistant made the entry.
And there was a serious mistake. When trouble comes up, you look so pitiful, like you're waiting for me to make things right.
I was really scared of getting fired, boss.
True. Spending all day with a boss this capable and handsome. It's natural to have a few improper thoughts. That's normal too. After all, a man like me. It really is pretty tempting.
The boss thought I had a crush on him.
What do I do? I need answers, guys.
This project
Is tied to the group's business expansion for the next 3 years. The president is leading it himself.
Too bad a rookie like me doesn't get a shot at a project this big.
Data analysis and support templates, plus banquet she.
Me?
president, that doesn't seem right. She's still just a rookie.
We need more hands for the early data analysis and live updates. You've been pretty careful with your work so far.
Yes, President. I'll do my best.
At least she's not so jumpy anymore. This kind of basic but tedious work is perfect practice for her. Keeps her from wasting time on useless things all day.
Yancy, the report was reviewed by the president. No issues. The other company wants the data provider present for questions. You'll go on the business trip with the president tomorrow morning.
What business trip to Sea City? I'm going there alone with the CEO?
Ask him. I'll send you the itinerary later.
Welcome, Mr. Chu. Your presidential suite is ready. Here's your key card.
And there's also the assistant, Yan Shi.
Hello, Miss Yen. Your room is ready. It's on the 21st floor, a deluxe king room. Here's your key card. Keep it safe.
A deluxe king room?
Does the company set the business trip standard this high?
Well, thanks to Assistant Joe.
I get to stay in a deluxe room too.
Shomo is getting sloppier with his work. He even booked the wrong room type. He mixed up the executive deluxe and standard business room. I need to have a word with him later.
So stingy. We're talking partnership. I hope I can hear the president's thoughts so I can do better in the negotiation.
That Deputy General Manager Lewis looks smiling, but he's a snake. He loves hiding traps in the fine print. And Director Watson from Tech is stubborn. We'll need hard numbers to shut him up. Today's main goal is to take control of the key terms. We can give a little on the rest.
It's my first time in a negotiation so big. I'm really worried I'll hold my boss back.
President Stone, long trip. Thanks for coming.
Mr. Reed, you're kind. I hope today's meeting brings us results. What a fate. He's the one who held up our approval process last time.
Of course. We take our partnership with Stone Group very seriously.
He's just rambling all over the place, trying to hide unfair terms behind jargon. How is someone at this level even a vice president? Is their company really that short on people?
As for Mr. Hayes' request, we need to talk it over. As for the price,
Trying to lowball us without even looking at the level of tech support and market risk sharing you're offering. What kind of standard is that? Do you really take Dawson Group for suckers?
Everyone else thinks the mood is friendly, but only I can hear. How entertaining the president's inner thoughts really are.
Mr. Lee, happy working with you.
happy working with you. Mr. Chu is young and accomplished, like they say.
Cheers. Negotiating with you people takes 3 years off my life.
Oh,
You're too kind.
Mr. Chu, to celebrate successful partnership with your company, I've already arranged a dinner at the hotel where you're staying. Please do us the honor.
All right, Mr. Lee. Finally over. What a waste of time. There are teams all over the place. Keep a close eye on the follow-up so they don't exploit any loopholes.
even though it was rough, getting to watch the president up close handle those tough clients taught me a lot. I really learned quite a bit. My ears are a little worn out, though. Mr. President.
I'm a little dizzy. Not drunk. It's that dizzy feeling when cheap alcohol mixes with exhaustion. I hate this feeling. So,
He was still affected by alcohol, held together by sheer self-control. Make sure he doesn't show a thing on the surface.
my stomach feels a little off.
President, are you feeling unwell? You drank a lot. I'll mix stomach-soothing medicine.
Nosy. Still, it does feel a little burning. Why does she carry this kind of medicine all the time? So young, and her stomach's already bad. What a hassle. Stomach warming drink. Will it be really bitter? Will it be too sweet?
This brand isn't bitter, and it's not overly sweet. It tastes like jujube and ginger. I'll make you a packet. President.
The color is pure. No weird stuff floating in it. The smell is ginger and juju. Pretty natural. It is not overly sweet at all. The ginger is mild. And the juju flavor is rich. After drinking it, my stomach really does feel a bit better. Still useful, I guess. A little slow, maybe, but sometimes pretty attentive.
I won his approval again by overhearing the CEO's thoughts. Tonight, I'll make sure to take good care of the CEO.
Chief Executive, is there anything else?
About that data. Month-over-month growth rates for Zone Alpha and Zone Bravo? What's the final total?
Zone Alpha is 15.7% and Zone Bravo is 12.5%. I've checked it. It's been entered into the system.
At least I'm still thinking straight.
MM.
It's fine now. You should get some rest too.
Hey.
She touched me. You got some nerve.
The thief crying thief. Come on, you're the one who took advantage of me.
President, don't forget to take your medicine.
She's so sweet. Why don't I just marry her and make her my wife?
You got lucky and you're still acting smug. And you say I've got some nerve. Looks to me like you've got plenty of nerve.
Didn't you almost lose it in front of her just now? That startled look on her face. She looked like a scared little rabbit. Damn these social calls. Damn this booze. There's more.
Aw.
Miss Banquet, I'm sorry. A pipe in your room burst. The hotel has shut off the main valve, but the flooding has already affected the electrical system.
What's going on? How did this hotel make such a stupid mistake? Did my yearly membership fee go to waste? Tomorrow have Zhou Inc. put this hotel on the blacklist.
Ms. Banquet, President Chu, I'm really sorry. The hotel has offered a solution. Could Miss Banquet stay one night in the janitor's room downstairs?
The janitor's room? A cheap room like that is fit for someone to stay in? Is the mattress firm enough? Is there proper ventilation? Is it clean enough? What a waste of time. It'll hurt our productivity tomorrow. Let's go.
Come on, hurry up and fix it.
We're sleeping here tonight. You take the bed. I'll sleep on the couch.
Sir, maybe I should just go downstairs to the janitor's room.
Is the janitor's room a place to sleep?
I can manage. You still have negotiations. If I sleep here, it'll affect how you feel tomorrow.
Tomorrow is wrap up, and you need to be in good shape too. Just sleep here tonight.
Then I'll take the couch. You sleep in the bed.
I said no, understand? Market outlook analysis is too superficial. Lacks depth, and the risk assessment is too optimistic. The contingency plan is inadequate. The timeline control is acceptable, but the cost overruns aren't clearly explained.
From the president's tone, he's very unhappy with today's meeting.
Director Warren, what's the data source? And the sampling range? And what was the sample interval?
Well,
President. The data comes from the latest industry report from New Chain, a trusted third-party agency. Page 35.
yeah.
Your reflexes are decent. Your prep was pretty thorough, barely passes. Look at that pathetic face. One little yes and you blush. But, compared to when you first got here, clueless and lost, you finally made some progress. My effort wasn't wasted. Get the meeting notes sorted out. Send them to me before leaving this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Meeting adjourned.
The president is finally starting to see what I can do. Keeping my job and moving up at work is just around the corner.
What are you so smug about? You're about to get fired.
Wasn't the president just praising me? Dawn.
Why did everyone leave when I got here? There seem to be more rumors about me around the company. And I have no idea what they're saying.
Manager Lee, did you hear? That new girl, Yanxi, from the president's office.
Here she comes, here she comes. See, I told you. She's just a newcomer. Why does she get to? She's nothing special looks-wise. But she's pretty good at working the system.
Keep your voice down.
If you ask me,
There's probably something going on. Someone like President Reed, why would he handpick her for a business trip? And take only her? Manager Lane, we'd better be careful from now on. Hey,
You really can't judge a person by their looks. We'd better watch what we say around her from now on. Who knows? She might end up becoming the CEO's wife.
Why her?
I earned this by showing up early to sort data, staying up late to check files, terrified of making a mistake. Did you see how hard I worked and the pressure I was under? What gives you the right to say that about me? Now the whole company is spreading rumors.
They're saying I hooked up with the CEO.
Once the CEO hears rumors, he'll definitely fire me.
Manager Lee. Don't you all have work to do? Got time to sit here in the office and gossip like this? You're not very efficient at work, but you're pretty good at stirring up trouble. Get back to work.
yes, sir.
Focus on your own job. Don't pay attention to what they're saying. Get me a cup of coffee.
Okay.
The president heard the rumors too. Yancey's climbing the social ladder.
Her. Even sugar in her coffee takes 13 tries. When she sees me, she's seen a tiger. She freaks out at everything. Such a clumsy woman.
Well, thanks a lot. Even now, you still don't forget to roast me, though weirdly, it kind of clears things up.
With her brains and her guts.
What big shot could she possibly land?
She probably couldn't even find the branch. This is absolutely ridiculous.
At least, the president doesn't buy it at all. He thinks rumor is idiotic. My job should be safe now, right?
Looks like some people just have too little to do, so they have time to think nonsense. I should have Zion Black's department take on more work, so they stop stirring up trouble.
Your coffee, sir.
Still, she has been hanging around me a lot lately. Always bringing coffee and snacks. So you really do have a crush on me. Trying to get my attention. That is why you made it so obvious. And gave people something to use against you. You really know how to make trouble for me.
Oh, heaven and earth. Someone please save this narcissist from his own delusions. Are you really going to start the rumor yourself?
My coworkers think I got ahead sleeping with the CEO, and the CEO thinks I am secretly in love with him. It led to rumors spreading through the company.
Hey.
Yancey, the president ordered you to sort out and back up all the data for this maritime project. And handle all the filing too. Finish it by tomorrow before you leave. I've already given you access to the relevant data.
The biggest workload just dropped out of nowhere.
With this much more work, she won't have the time or energy to care about all that pointless gossip.
Hey. Got it. We've an incredibly awkward,
Sharp-toned, narcissistic CEO who cleared my name by piling more work on me.
the road at work is way more complicated and harder than I imagined. These past 2 days, everyone at the company who spread the rumor has had their workload doubled. To thank the CEO for helping clear my name. Maybe.
I should do something for him.
Sir, your coffee.
Hmm. The temperature's just right. Feels pretty easy to use. How's data backup sorting going?
It's already 80% done. I'll finish all of it before the end of the day.
Not bad.
Under the boss's sharp-tongued, narcissistic, picky exterior, he sometimes still lets a tiny bit of protectiveness show. I suddenly came down with a bad cold,
I was going to ask for leave.
but I was afraid the president would think me too delicate and not worth much. The last rumor mess just blew over. I don't want any more trouble.
You look awful, pale as paper. And you're breathing so hard. Did you catch a cold? If sick, stay home. Why come to the office? Do you think you're that important, like the company can't run without you? Or are you trying to show off that so-called work ethic?
I didn't dare ask for leave. I was scared you'd think I'm a problem and cut me loose.
Your immune system is so weak, it can't even handle slight changes in the weather. You're just frail.
Boss. Viruses don't pick and choose who they infect. My fault. I shouldn't have come.
Getting called delicate is one thing, but being treated like a walking virus is even worse. You're the weak one.
No, you're the weak one.
After I caught a cold, my boss treated me like,
A human-shaped virus carrier.
you're not about to.
Throw me out of the company, are you?
Mr. President, there's a document here you need to look over.
Zoe Black, notify the cleaning staff. Double the ventilation and disinfection frequency in the office area. Especially in the shared spaces.
At least it's the shared spaces, not just aimed at me.
Yes, Mr. President.
Hey, wait a second.
In a bit, go buy some cold medicine. It'd be best if the admin department sent out an email telling the staff to watch out for the weather change, keep warm, and don't catch a cold. If you get sick, make sure to rest right away. Don't come to work sick and raise the risk of cross-infection. Make the company seem more caring.
Okay, I'll take care of it now.
President, are you?
Did Jonah Black buy too much? It'll expire if it sits there. What a waste. No one uses it anyway. It's an eyesore to me too. And you happen to be sick. I can't exactly let you collapse at the office. Seeing that would look bad too.
So this is how a CEO shows concern, all bossy and forceful? Braised beef noodles, perfect overtime companion.
This nutrient-free industrial junk food reeks. Too many additives, too many calories. It does nothing but fill you up, and eating it long-term is hard on your stomach and your health. That kind of diet mindset is seriously unhealthy.
It's just the helpless choice
Of overworked employees. It's not like they eat it every day.
In my company, my employees have to rely on this kind of food to fill their... What would people say if that got out? Even if it was her own choice, it's still an eyesore and hurts the office's sense of quality.
And she even said it was expired.
Which one of you is Miss Banquet Cheer?
I am.
This is your delivery,
I didn't order any
but it has your name on it. Enjoy your meal.
Oh, thanks. This takeout place is pricey. One order costs several hundred easy. Maybe they delivered it to the wrong person. This size. This size. Could the president have ordered this for me?
It should be here by now. That instant noodles cup was an eyesore. I can finally throw it out. Looking at it killed my appetite. It was ruining my mood for work.
Then I won't be shy about it.
That's much easier on the eyes.
Even though the president is still as awkward as ever deep down, being fed like this by someone
Actually feels amazing.
In the blink of an eye, you've grown up and become a capable CEO. I remember when you were little. Every time I came to your house, you'd hide behind your mother. So shy back then.
Why bring up old stories?
Great tea, great tea. But Adrian, I remember when you were little, you didn't seem to drink tea. You were crazy about your grandmother's osmanthus lotus root.
The president I had in mind only drank black coffee and ate fancy pastries. He was so picky about food, like he was born to live in a Michelin star restaurant. I never thought he'd like a traditional snack like osmanthus lotus root.
That was so many years ago, and yet your memory is still sharp.
How could I forget? Back then, you were only this tall. You were holding a bowl bigger than your face. Your hands and face were covered in syrup. You were adorable. Later, your grandmother passed away. I haven't seen you eat like that in a long time.
It's been so long. The taste changed ages ago. That overly sweet, sticky stuff doesn't fit my diet anymore. Actually, Grandma really got the timing and sweetness just right. The sticky rice was soft, and the osmanthus aroma was rich. Childish. A pointless bit of nostalgia. I really haven't had osmanthus candied lotus root in years. And there's no need to have it again.
If I want to make Grandma's osmanthus candied lotus root with that perfect sweetness, I'll have to try it myself a few more times, little by little, and then show this.
Yancy. After hearing my thoughts, would you bring me some osmanthus lotus root candy? I'm not superstitious, but Yancy really does seem like she can read minds.
This is cake from the new dessert shop downstairs. They say it's really good, so I brought you one too. President.
Once or twice is a coincidence, but when it happens this often, that coincidence. Suspicious. Could Yancy really? Ridiculous. Mind reading only exists in kiddie sci-fi and dumb urban legends. There's zero scientific basis for it. Yancy must have studied all my habits and preferences very carefully. After all, people with a secret crush always unleash amazing focus and dedication.
Narcissist.
Who's a narcissist?
Me. I'm the narcissist.
Looks like I need to test her. Starting now. Stop everything. Any unrelated thoughts, especially anything about food, work details, and new category comments on environment testing. Just stick to safe topics. Yancy, come in for a second.
You wanted to see me, President?
About next quarter's budget draft. The marketing team has submitted some of the data. Check the source again. Very good. Her expression and tone are normal, but the fabric looks cheap and the fit is off. Her hair looks a little frizzy. The shampoo she uses must be pretty low quality. I like eating cilantro. I really love eating cilantro. When I mix hot pot sauce, I add lots of cilantro.
President. But cilantro is what you hate most.
He seems very focused. There was no reaction at all to what I was thinking. Maybe he did not notice anything unusual. You were just too good at hiding it.
President, this version's data standard is a little different from the last one. Is it based on the new standard?
Use the latest one.
Okay, I'll check it right away.
Huh? Am I under too much pressure at work? Am I hallucinating? How could Yancy do something like this? Mind reading? What a ridiculous thing. Come in.
President, Mr. Wilson's team arrived early. They're already waiting in the conference room.
Okay. I'll head over now. Hey, bring Yancy too. Have her handle the meeting notes. And some real-time data support.
Okay.
About Yancy.
The mind reading test still has to go on.
My first time at an executive meeting, and it's all because the president
Thinks I can read minds.
The key thing is,
I actually can.
Mr. Wilson, sorry to keep you waiting.
President Chu, I heard you're very familiar with the basic data.
Ah, Mr. Wilson. Next, Assistant Ian will explain it to you.
Okay.
Ms. Banquet. The specs and figures your company provided. About how much are they? How confident are you in their reliability?
Mr. Wilson. The attenuation rate in extreme conditions. Our data is based on joint simulation test results from an independent accredited lab and our team. The estimated range is between X% and Y%. How confident in this figure? We've run repeated tests and calculated the standard deviation. It falls within a fairly strong execution range. Still, this is only a theoretical reference value.
Thanks for the explanation, Assistant Yvonne.
She responds fast, and what she just said matched my thoughts really closely. Whether Yvonne she can read minds still needs more testing.
The CEO has been testing it all day today.
So can I.
I heard what he was thinking. I can have a moment to myself.
So you are here, hiding for some peace and quiet, or avoiding me on purpose.
So, President, you came out for some air too?
Nervous? Because you ran into me alone, or because you're afraid I'll find something out? The cake downstairs is way too sweet.
Yeah, it is a little sweet.
And the ingredients are average. The cream is not light enough, and strawberries are not fresh enough.
That chocolate mousse was okay.
Why did I have to open my mouth? Now the CEO is going to think I can hear what he's thinking again.
Chocolate mousse. She likes that. The cocoa content is only about 60%. Not rich enough, and the aftertaste is too sweet. Below passing. Can she hear me this time?
I was just saying.
I'm tired. The city lights are like a shattered river of stars.
Didn't expect such a cold CEO to say something so poetic.
Can she really hear what I'm thinking? Looks like you didn't sleep well last night. So you deliberately made a chance to be alone on the rooftop last night, and that's why you didn't sleep well?
Who made a chance to be alone? Me?
First, you showed up on the rooftop where I was hiding from socializing, and then you acted all nervous and flustered, trying to get my attention.
I wasn't.
And now you look distracted and sleep deprived again. All the signs point to it. So you really do have a crush on me, and you're trying every trick to get close to me. To get my attention. You even went as far as following me.
Sir, isn't your imagination a little too wild? It's bad enough being forced to hear your thoughts. That's miserable enough, and now I have to get labeled a stalker too.
As long as it doesn't affect work efficiency. Just let her be. Looks like being too charming is a burden too. I should keep some distance, in case she falls even deeper and it affects work.
Son set up a blind date for you.
Another blind date? Didn't you say no blind dates? You set one up again. No way.
I'm not okay with this.
Hello, ma'am. Here already. Don't worry. Okay.
Blind date?
Hi, Brother Colin.
Have a seat.
Before I came, my aunt already told me about it. I'm the blind date my aunt set you up with. Don't be so cold. My family introduced me to a lot of great guys, but I didn't like any of them. I think you're pretty good.
Hey, this woman. The woman in front of me is pretty good looking.
Compared to the one outside.
The one outside is more suitable to be my wife. A little rough around the edges.
And your clothes are kind of plain, but not bad.
Like I even want to get married. What a narcissistic ice face. What rich family?
I'll be the rich family myself someday.
How old are you this year?
28.
What's your zodiac sign?
Ox.
What's your sign?
Taurus.
Oh, you're a Taurus? I'm an Aquarius. We're a perfect match.
This weird blind date just never ends. It's been so long. Why hasn't Jordan Chow found me yet? What do I do? Can somebody help me? Like pull a fire alarm or something.
Are you free after work? We could grab dinner together.
No fire alarm, but I might have an idea. President, the security guard downstairs asked you to move your car.
Move the car? Miss Lee. My assistant asked me to move her car for her. Excuse me.
Sorry about that.
Does the big boss still need a driver?
At least you have some sense. You need to step up and fix trouble for me. Looks like your crush on me really is that deep. You just can't stand me being alone with another woman.
President, aren't you a little too full of yourself?
Next time, come up with a better excuse. That acting was terrible.
My acting's bad? I was making faces at you for ages, and you still didn't get it. At your level, nobody would even cast you as an extra in a short drama.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, watch out!
Help! Why hasn't rescue gotten here yet?
If you can't hold on, lean on me. You got scared? You look a little pale. So you are that timid. Just one bump and I wonder if you're hurt. This is completely improper. Between a boss and a subordinate, there's not even a little distance or boundaries. What if someone sees us later? Forget it. She looks awful. Let her sleep first. Damn it. It was just a normal physical reaction from being that close by accident. Male instinct. Nothing to worry about.
President, are you okay, Assistant Yen?
I've heard a lot about you, President Chu.
Director Su, happy to be working with you. Su Yang has an impressive resume, a few awards, and they matter. It's just that I've heard. He's a bit full of himself. Let's see today's proposal first. If it's just an empty reputation, there's no need to work together. President Su, about this collaboration proposal, it has strong visual impact. But not enough thought went into whether it can actually be pulled off. The budget only covers the ideal case. As for this co-branded design, they cared too much about style and ignored how well it fit the brand's core design. Just flashy gimmicks.
President Chu. Your assistant seems very detail-oriented. She catches key points fast and accurately. What should I call you?
Director Su. My name is Yancy.
Yancy, huh? You really know this project. You know your stuff too.
Not at all, Director Hayes. You're kind. I'm doing my job.
My assistant is excellent. You even need to say that? That smile is over the top. Your eyes are shut and flirting with everyone. So shallow.
About the suggestion President Cole just made. Assistant Reed, do you have any immediate thoughts? Or maybe any new ideas?
Not bad.
Is he here to talk business or hold a fan meet and greet? The questions miss the point, keep dragging in irrelevant people. Did your professionalism go out the window? And Yanchi too. He answers whatever people ask. He can't say no. Can't you tell he's got ulterior motives?
I seriously wanted to disappear on the spot. I almost became collateral damage in an invisible showdown between those two men.
Director Su. Let's do this. We'll review the proposal internally. Show MO will get back to you.
Okay, I look forward to your reply. I've learned a lot today. Assistant Yen. Looking forward to talking more next time we meet.
Let me walk you out.
You're smiling pretty big.
Workload still isn't heavy enough. Head to the office later.
Highlight the key points in the meeting notes, especially feasibility of Su Yang's proposal and questionable. List cost estimates section separately. After work, put it on my desk.
Yes, President.
Yuanqi's proposal. It has more holes than expected. The value is terrible. Last year, Xi'an had projects suspected of plagiarism. Nothing's been proven, but rumors don't come from nowhere. At that level, he still had the nerve to sit in our conference room and ramble on like that, then grin at Yanqi and ask her those stupid questions.
Xi'an, our partner today, really did seem a little too focused on me. Why? Could it be, just like the president said, that he's into me? I must be overthinking it. Instead of Xi'an, I should think about how to deal with the president's pickiness.
No, I can't let Etta get involved with someone like Xavier Young. Etta. Starting tomorrow, the Yuanqi Xavier Young project will be handled by Assistant Joe.
Huh? Oh, okay, yes, President.
The president really seems to care that Xavier Young smiled at me. Ever since the Yuanqi creative proposal was turned down by the president, Xavier Young has been sending industry updates to my work email.
National Day holiday invitation, Xavier Young. You mean that tall, handsome design director who came to the meeting last time? Oh my god, he asked you out for National Day. Wow, nice. Hey, see where he wants to take you.
Ethan Su. National Day invitation. He just won't go away. What's going on? What was in it that made you two make such a scene here?
Sorry, Mr. Chu. I just happened to see it and asked about it, that's all.
It's Ethan Su. He emailed me and asked to go camping.
Director Xiao seemed interested in Yancy. He emailed her several times.
Sonia Chung.
You really are a great coworker.
Before. Several times. More than once, right under my nose. Yancy, explain yourself. What was there besides work that wasn't necessary?
He just shared some coffee tips and asked a few unrelated questions, but I clearly turned him down. There is absolutely nothing inappropriate going on between me and Director Simon Xiao.
Cafe Playbook. Question. Is he here to do market research? Or just to hit on people? The company email is for business only. It's not for dealing with pointless personal harassment messages. Turn him down right away. Be clear and leave no room at all. From now on, non-essential emails not related to the Chu group. Mark them as spam. No need to respond.
I'll take care of it right away. I already turned him down clearly.
This one. Make 10 copies.
Sorry, Yanqi. Cause trouble?
It's okay. Let's go get some coffee.
Zoe, come in for a second.
President.
Check recent work emails from Sunny Shaw at Genesis Ventures, including contacts and how often they exchange messages. Also, send a notice to the admin department, restating the rules for using company email. It is strictly forbidden for any non-business communication.
Yes, President.
Have I been paying too much attention to Yancy?
Has it gone too far?
In just 1 year, Yancy went from a junior assistant to an executive assistant who can handle things on her own. And before I left on my business trip, I confessed my feelings to Yancy. Now that I'm back, maybe Yancy can finally give me a proper title.
You wanted to see me, President?
A gift I brought back from my trip for you. I paid $1 for this. Take it, then ask me why I came back early, and I'll act a little down. Well.
Looks like the CEO's learned how to play the pity card. For me?
Hum.
Thanks.
Your eyes should look a little hurt. But not too much. This angle should be pretty vulnerable.
Beautiful.
Perfect timing. Keep this eye light. It should carry a helpless kind of patience.
I'm sorry, sir. I went to sign my home purchase contract this morning, and I was excited. So I forgot you were coming back today.
Good. She apologized. Next. Be generous. But don't forgive her too easily. Make her feel even guiltier.
So, are we still having dinner tonight?
It worked. She asked me out to dinner. Tonight, I make it official. Yeah, let's eat. Did you sort out the house purchase?
I signed the contract this morning. I got the keys. It's not big, but it's a little place that's mine.
You really do look happy. It was because of the house. Or maybe a little because you were having dinner with me. Congratulations.
Thank you, President. Sorry about today, for making you wait all morning.
I should have told you I came back early. It's fine. Waited for you all morning. And I even brought a gift.
How about this? Dinner's on me tonight, as a welcome back.
She's paying. How can I let that happen? No way. How can I let my girlfriend pay?
All right, as long as you're happy.
Yanchi, ever since you came into my life, you've been a ray of light in my world. Will you let me take care of you for the rest of our lives?
I will.
Really?
Really. From the first time I saw you downstairs at the office, you brought a ray of light into my world.